Hello ladies, it's Kyle Wedding. And if you thought that the first thing that you should be doing once you get engaged is find your wedding dress, then think again. Because there is one thing that you must do before you hit the boutiques. Now once you become engaged, the clock starts ticking on the laundry list of items that you need to do, as the planning process just seems to grow by the minute. Now usually the first item up that brides tend to is the venue, and deservedly so. This is the focal point for your wedding and really the backbone for the type of wedding you'll be planning over the next several months. And the next major item up on the list is usually the wedding dress. But as important as the wedding dress may be, I found that there's one vendor that you should look to solidify before you start hitting up those bridal boutiques. Your photographer should be one of your major priorities in your planning cycle. Most brides will wait to book their photographer a few short months away from their big day. Now I highly advise against this. Just think of it this way. Your photos will be the one thing that you get to look back on years and years from now to show how amazing your wedding was and of course, how beautiful you looked. They are the only way for those unable to make it to your wedding to see how spectacular it really was. Therefore, careful planning and research needs to take place for you to find the right one. And waiting until all the good ones are booked up is a surefire way to end up with a subpar wedding album. Okay, so now that we have established the importance of booking a photographer right away, how do you know which one to choose? Well, the top thing that you should strive to find in your photographer is compatibility. And brides, I can't emphasize this enough. You must love the personality of your photographer for a number of reasons. You'll be spending a large amount of time and even some intimate time with this person, so you better be able to mesh well with him or her. Now, the more you click with your photographer, the smoother your shoots are going to go and the results will show in your photos. Plus, think of how much less stress you'll have on your big day posing in photos for someone you don't want to strangle to death. Trust me, I've seen it. Now, another key factor in your decision should be their portfolio. This is a time where you get a preview of what this person is capable of and if they can provide the same shots that you're looking for. If you find that their portfolio doesn't contain the similar styles of shots that you would like to have in your shoot, then I'd probably look elsewhere. Now, as a side note, if you end up working with a large company, it's important to ask for the individual's portfolio for the specific photographer who's going to be shooting your wedding. Sometimes these large companies group together the best shots from all their photographers, so you never really know who's responsible for what. Now, after you've seen their work and met them face to face, it's imperative to remember this one thing before you actually go ahead and book them. Be 100% certain that you explain exactly what you want from them and the timeline in which it will happen. Now, if they agree to the terms, then congratulations, you found the one. Now, unfortunately, I've seen far too many couples struggle on the day of their wedding because they never set proper parameters up front with their photographer, and essentially their day of shots were cut short or never even taken. Proper planning will always yield the best results, so always prepare for the unexpected. The right photographer is out there for you, so make it a priority, and in the end, you'll be happy that you did. Want more tips on vendors and everything wedding related? Then head over to weddingshape.com. I'm Kyle Wedding, and thanks for tuning in today.